Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. RHOC Vicki Gunvalson will never forgive Bravo's exploitation in Darkest Hour. OG RHOC star Vicki Gunvalson was given the first Lifetime Achievement Award at the 2023 BravoCon. In a new interview, she blasts the network for exploiting one of the darkest moments of her life. She said she'll never forgive them. Keep reading to find out what she's talking about. Vicki Gunvalson often refers to herself as the OG housewife. She was an original cast member of the popular franchise's first show. She appeared regularly on The Real Housewives of Orange County from Season 1 until she was unexpectedly fired after Season 14. Her co-star, Tamra Judge, was also fired. Tamra returned as a full-time housewife for Season 17. Vicki Gunvalson has made several appearances as a friend of since she was fired in 2020. Throughout her 14 seasons, the insurance agent has let cameras in on all aspects of her life, including her ex-boyfriend Brooks Ayers' fake cancer scam. Vicki Gunvalson loves whooping it up on the show, but she can't forgive the network for the time they crossed a huge line. What happened? Vicki Gunvalson filmed one of the most iconic scenes in the history of the franchise. Her mother unexpectedly passed away during Season 10 of the show. The cameras caught the moment Vicki learned about her mother's death. Fans always assumed that Vicki gave the go-ahead to film the emotional moment. But it turns out she didn't give them permission. In an interview for an upcoming episode of Vice's The Dark Side of Reality TV, Vicki Gunvalson pulls the curtain back on Bravo. Vicki and her castmates were playing bunco at Shannon Beater's house when the phone call came in. But according to the RHOC star, her family had been trying to reach her for over an hour before the show informed her of the call. Furthermore, she claimed that they delayed telling her so that they had time to set up cameras in Shannon Beater's wrapping paper room, where Vicki eventually took the call from her daughter, Brianna. In a clip exclusively given to People magazine, Vicki Gunvalson expresses her disappointment with the network. "I was really upset that production knew for an hour, and they didn't tell me. They were out of line, and I think they should have taken me aside and said, 'Your mom has passed. Talk to your daughter off camera.'" Vicki Gunvalson's journey with the Real Housewives of Orange County has been one of the most captivating rides in the history of reality TV. But if you ask her now, Vicki will say that her exit from the show, and the circumstances surrounding it, was nothing short of betrayal by Bravo. The reality TV icon who once coined the term "whooping it up" now finds herself far from the high-energy, carefree persona she built her brand on. And she'll never forgive the network for how they handled her darkest hour. Reflecting on the whirlwind of reality TV fame, Vicki once thrived on being the OG of the OC, reveling in the drama, luxury, and drama that reality TV audiences craved. But as she looks back now, that crown she wore with pride feels heavy. It was the excitement that initially drew her to the show, a chance to showcase her life and, as she'd say, live it out loud. She never anticipated that this life would eventually expose her most vulnerable moments in ways she couldn't control. Nor did she expect that Bravo would take those moments and spin them for ratings, even when it cost her the deepest pain. For Vicki, the relationship with Bravo began to strain years before her departure. It was an open secret among her friends and family that Vicki felt her portrayal was manipulated by producers more than once. Every time she attempted to portray her real life, the proud businesswoman, the protective mother, the loyal friend, those scenes seemed to vanish in the editing room, making room for yet another cocktail-fueled clash. But things took a sharper turn when Vicki's relationship with Steve Lodge, which she once thought was her forever, ended on national television. In a flurry of press releases, social media fallout, and Bravo promos that seemed to take delight in her heartbreak, Vicki began to see the show as something far darker than it once was. In her eyes, Bravo had cast her heartbreak as a melodrama for millions to consume, and it was painful. Behind the scenes, her friends comforted her family rallied, and her castmates offered a shoulder to cry on. But the cameras only caught the tears, none of the support that would have shown viewers she wasn't as isolated as they might have thought. Her frustration with Bravo boiled over as the network zeroed in on her most vulnerable moments. Instead of moving forward, instead of giving her a dignified exit, it seemed to Vicki that the network preferred her suffering. She felt abandoned by the producers she had once trusted, betrayed by the editors who had promised her real moments on screen. And the straw that broke the camel's back, the announcement that her friend Tamra Judge, too, would be leaving the show after 12 years. Together, they'd been the heart of RHOC for over a decade, but Bravo's actions left Vicki feeling as if she'd been kicked to the curb, while Bravo moved on as if she had never been the foundation of the franchise. It's not just about me. It's about respect for everyone who puts their life out there, Vicki later shared in a rare interview. She pointed out how reality TV had shifted, no longer about showcasing real lives, but more about magnifying pain for the sake of attention. She recalls the conversations with producers during her last few seasons, how she urged them to show her businesses, her accomplishments, her moments of peace, rather than just her heartbreak and outbursts. Yet the narrative Bravo built was clear. They preferred Vicki the firecracker over Vicki the survivor, Vicki the builder, Vicki the real woman. For Vicki, that realization was heartbreaking. For years, she had willingly sacrificed her privacy for her career, and now it seemed Bravo had twisted that sacrifice, forcing her to relive her most painful moments under the harsh, unblinking eye of the public. The experience left her deeply hurt, not only because of the betrayal, but because she had been a willing participant for so long. In some ways, she'd opened the door to her own suffering, thinking it was the price of fame, the path to building a legacy. But now, with years of distance, she sees that legacy as something bittersweet. Being the OG was a gift, but it came with a price I didn't realize I'd be paying for years, she admitted. It was supposed to be about showing my real life, the ups and the downs. But Bravo chose to focus only on the downs when they could have shown the strength behind it all. In recent interviews, Vicki has been candid about her resentment toward Bravo, calling their approach callous and disrespectful. For her, the show had long ceased to be about sharing her life, and had turned into a stage for sensationalism, a place where pain was more valuable than joy. Despite the fame and financial gains, she wonders if it was worth it, considering the emotional toll she paid. Today, Vicki has moved on to new ventures, and though she's still recognized as the OG of the OC, she's reframed what that means to her. She sees herself as a survivor, someone who weathered both the highs of reality TV fame and the lows of public heartbreak. Her legacy, she hopes, will extend beyond Bravo's portrayal, leaving an impression that showcases the resilience beneath the reality star's persona. As for Bravo, Vicki's voice continues to echo her pain as a warning. "I'm done playing nice," she says. "I've given enough, they've taken enough, and it's time I take my power back." Despite the painful journey, Vicki's voice stands firm, a testament to how reality TV, for all its glitz, can sometimes be a harsh mirror of exploitation. She may have been the first, but her experience offers a cautionary tale for everyone who follows. Reality TV, in Vicki's view, may never be worth the price she had to pay.